Hello, my name is Reverend Annie Batchelder of AnnieChannels.com, and I'm here to amplify your connection to the light and consciousness of your soul. My soul's purposes are to connect you more deeply to your soul and therefore to the divine. So close your eyes and follow along with me. We're going to do a short process so you can experience embodying your soul's light. Take a deep breath and get centered very quietly and earnestly. Take a few more deep breaths and exhale completely and fully. Become aware, if you will, of the eighth chakra, the soul chakra, about 12 inches above the head. This may appear to you to be a ball of colored light, white light, yellow light, purple light, whatever light is right for you. Just allow that to be true. And this ball of colored light is your soul, the repository of your soul's formatting, character, and consciousness in that eighth chakra above your head. Now, allow that soul chakra to begin pouring its light down through the space between the eighth chakra and the crown chakra, literally filling the space, almost like a tube of soul's light. And notice that your crown chakra easily and effortlessly absorbs and receives your soul's light naturally. Let your soul's light fill your skull. Let the light of your soul fill every part of your brain, every functioning piece of your nervous system, the muscles surrounding the skull, even your hair is filled with your soul's light. Your soul's light fills your eyes, your sinuses, your teeth, your mouth, your lower jaw. And your soul's light begins to fill the neck, front, back, and sides, and then into your upper shoulders. The light of your soul is filling your shoulders, your shoulder sockets, your upper arms, your forearms, your wrists, and your hand. Your soul's light is now filling your upper chest, your heart center, all of your lungs, each of your ribs and your rib cage, your stomach, your upper intestines, your lower intestines, your kidneys, your spleen, your liver, all of your body organs are receiving easily and effortlessly the light of your soul. And your soul's light fills the rest of the trunk of your body, settling easily and effortlessly in your hip sockets, and then going down each leg, feeling the muscles, the tendons, the skin, the sinews inside, your knees, your calves, your ankles, and your feet. Your soul's light is filling every part of your body, and each cell in your body is recognizing and reflecting your soul's light. Because each of your cells has a reflecting, corresponding spark of light. And so your cells recognize the light of your soul. They recognize this consciousness. They recognize this instructive and loving being. This is not foreign, this is known. This light, this consciousness is known. And there is a happy celebration of reunion going on. There you go. And now allow the soul's light to flow out from your feet like tree roots that go deep, deep, deep into Mother Earth. And she receives your soul's light with great love, open arms, and allows you to ground your soul's light in the center point of Mother Earth, all the way deep inside her balance point. Just feel the steadiness of your soul's light. Very good. You did that really well. So I'm sending sign-up sheets and flyers around the room. And feel free to put down your name, your email address, and your phone number if you'd like. Let me know if you'd like to be on my phone list or my email list. I send out a flyer about once every month at the most. I'm not that frequent a emailer, but I would love to be able to invite you to various classes and events that I have, if you're interested. So this is the agenda for today. We're going to go over my story, what the Akashic Records are and are not, and how you can bring forth soul consciousness and live a fulfilled life with the Akashic Records as your guide. So my story in brief, I was raised right here in Marin County. I learned to meditate when I was 15, and that first time I went way out into the starry great beyond, into consciousness in general. When I was 17, I saw a psychic therapist, and she introduced me to white light, Christ light. And that experience stays with me and has been the energetic guidepost of everything I have ever learned since then. I'm a natural psychic, and I formally learned to channel in 1988 by following the instructions in the book Opening to Channel by Sanea Roman and Dwayne Packer. Raise your hand if you have recognized those names, if you've read the book, if that's familiar to you. Good. I've channeled my guide Anubis since then. And at that time, Anubis said the higher purpose of our work together was to reconnect people to their soul and thence to the divine. Along the way, I've had lots of life experiences that have humbled my pride and that actually fill me with compassion for all human suffering, all human desire for orderly direction and clarity. For instance, I experienced 3 ectopic pregnancies and a miscarriage. And since I couldn't have my own children, my then husband and I adopted a newborn. I got to bring my husband and everything. A month later, the birth mother changed her mind and we had to give the baby back. My first marriage basically unraveled under the weight of grief and loss. So I remember I was standing in the hallway next to my linen closet and I said, okay, God, you don't want me to have a family. So what do you want me to do? About a year later, I began studying Awakening Your Light Body with my teachers, Sanea Roman and Dwayne Becker. And I went on to become a teacher of Awakening Your Light Body. Awakening Your Light Body teaches many, many useful esoteric energy sensing skills that enhance channeling and consciousness expansion. And at that time, I was channeling every day. A year or so later, I was having trouble with walking, talking, coordination, and my vision. And at 30 years old, I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a neurological illness that affects the central nervous system and functioning of just about everything that your central nervous system controls. The next decade was overshadowed by my advancing alcoholism and drug addiction and my second marriage. Needless to say, my spiritual aspirations and practices fell by the wayside between 1995 and 2000. Well, the saying that you can't unring the bell is definitely true, because using spiritual consciousness and the 12 steps, I got clean and sober in November 2000, and I've remained so to this day. Unfortunately, in 2000, I also became disabled with MS, and I channeled off and on while disabled. In 2009, I was given by a book by Joel S. Goldsmith, and it increased my consciousness and it got me focusing on spiritual energy, spiritual healing, and a new level of divine connection. At that time, I was taking Western meds and I began treatment with a Tibetan doctor, a traditional Tibetan physician named Lobsang Thondup, and he treated me with herbs and a very precise diet. I've not had multiple sclerosis since April of 2010. And if you want my Tibetan doctor's information, please make sure to make a note in that sign-up sheet that's going around the room so that I send that information to you. Include your email address or your phone number, all right? In 2013, I bought my current sweetheart some books for Christmas. After Christmas, he began reading one of them and he says, this is right up your alley, Annie. I think you'd like it. Well, the book was How to Read the Akashic Records. That was by Dr. Linda Howe. And she was my Akashic Record teacher for many years. And I'm certified by her in many of her capacities and to teach her classes. I've done thousands of Akashic Records readings since 2014, and I open my own Akashic Records almost every day. I give basic instructions for the day. I also teach others how to access the Akashic Records. Through the Akashic Records, I've been given many classes to teach, such as healing self-doubt, divine energy healing, body revelations, the spiritual causes of physical conditions, channeling 101, and the Akashic transformation process. In 2019, I had a big surprise. I began channeling the Akashic beings of light, and during a writing class, a book started coming through. The book is called Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. Didn't that sound good? So, okay, what are the Akashic Records? Well, first you got to look at what the Akashic Records are not. Contrary to what you might think, there is absolutely no emotional or moral charge in the Akashic Records. The Akashic Records are not the sum total of your bad decisions, your rotten behavior, bad attitude, and all the karmic debts you think you owe. The word Akasha is a Sanskrit word, and it means limitless sky, much as someone would point to the sky inferring goddess, the universe, or divine creator. Another translation of the word Akasha means primary substance from which all things are formed. This describes raw, formless energy before our thoughts and feelings cause it to manifest as physical things, experiences, people, emanating from a soul plane of consciousness. The Akashic Records are extremely sensitive to any kind of vibration. And that means the records energetically record everything that has ever happened, is happening, and has the possibility of happening. All occurrences are indelibly recorded in it. The records is a term comparable to the family Bible as it was used in antiquity to dedicate a page or two listing births, deaths, marriages, divorces, plagues, earthquakes, droughts, etc. So the Akashic Records exist on a soul level plane of consciousness. They're made of extremely fine and highly sensitive energy, and they are a record. They are a record of all souls. They indelibly record everything that a soul has ever said, thought, or done. The Akashic Records, thank you, divines, are governed by three principles: judge not, fear not, and resist not. Feel that. No judgment, no fear, no resistance. That makes the Akashic Records a very loving, compassionate, open, validating, and completely non-judgmental environment. They are a spiritual resource open to everyone. So this is really good news. The Akashic Records are spiritual, not psychic. Therefore, you do not have to be a psychic or a spiritual giant to get good information and energy from your own Akashic Records. What's the best way to learn about bringing forth soul consciousness? I am so glad you asked. The Akashic Records are soul-based energy and information. That makes them perfectly attuned to you as an individual on your soul's path and on your soul's purposes. The Akashic Records help guide us through our personal and soul evolution towards oneness with all life and the divine. The Akashic Records are the perfect delivery system for embodying your soul's light and consciousness here on Earth. You can develop a beneficial working relationship with your own Akashic Records and bring forth your soul consciousness. The best way to learn this is to join my Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness members portal on my website, AnnieChannels.com. Remember that, AnnieChannels.com. I'm going to tell you what you receive when you join the members portal. Every month, you get a new chapter of the channeled book, Bringing Forth Soul Consciousness, an Akashic Records Guide to Living a Fulfilled Life. And these teach you how to open your Akashic Records, how the soul is constructed, how to love your fear, how to release self-doubt and disappointment, alternatives to worrying, healing the separation, how to uncover and release past life interferences, how to discover and release restricted ancestral influences, how to follow the energy, how to activate your spiritual heart, how to live as your soul. Teaches you masterful manifesting. Teaches you how to claim and merge with your divine soul. It teaches you about awaiting divine timing and lots more. There's about 40 chapters, so there's lots of good material in this book. So you get a weekly master class, about an hour to an hour and a half each week to help you assimilate the energy and information in the material, to develop confidence working in the Akashic Records, practice working in the records, and to assist you with interactive questions and the homework it comes with every chapter and that you do with your Akashic Records open. And believe you me, this is a way to get a different perspective over things that you are learning in life. So each month you get both the text and the audio of a chapter. So you can just listen to it, you can read it, you can listen and read at the same time. The guides say that's the way to do it. That's the way to be really powerful with the information. And it's an opportunity to learn and connect with an international community of similar souls committed to bringing forth soul consciousness, utilizing the Akashic Records. Excuse me. You also get, see, the Akashic beings of light know that there are going to be things that come up, and it will be time to perhaps do a channeling to upgrade the information, upgrade the energy, and you to deal with maybe there's some bald spots in the information that aren't really covered well for you. And they will just channel some additional information and experiences for you. So it's going to be tuned to you as a group. So you'll get monthly full moon and new moon rituals as a member of the portal. And so, this is what's happening with the new moon and full moon, new moon and full moon rituals. They are really divine. It helps us recognize and empower what we want to manifest. Notice what we've already manifested, express our inner light for generous flow and emotional fluidity. It increases our knowledge of and work with crystals. It builds connection to your soul, to Mother Earth, and to the moon. It activates and encourages you to appropriately utilize your partnership with the great creatress. Well, that's what the Akashic beings call the divine, the great creatress. Isn't that great? It enhances your connection to your soul's light and consciousness, and it establishes short and long-term intentions that you want to manifest. And then it gives you a heightened ability to release old beliefs, old situations, and unsupportive energy and activities. It increases your connection with and respect for Mother Earth, the moon, and the great creatress, and water. There's Q&A time at every weekly masterclass, and you have unlimited replays of all this information. You've got all the chapters on tap that have been released. You get to go over the videos of earlier master classes like that. And all of this for $100 a month. And this is the price through June 15th. After June 15th, the price goes up to $150 a month. And it will remain either at the $100 a month rate for a period of 1 year, or if you wait till after June 15th, it'll be $150 a month for a period of 1 year. So now's the time to go to my website, anniechannels.com, go to the members portal, sign up for this, and start participating with some great channeled soul level information and learn how to work in your Akashic records. If you have any questions, please email me at anniechannels@gmail.com or phone me at 415-846-2412. So email is anniechannels.com or my phone number is 415-846-2412. I would love to talk to you further about this and help you along your path. Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure.